Hello my dear friends, let us continue learning. Probably in the last session we have learnt introduction to memory as such. Probably you have understood the relevance of hard disk, the relevance of the RAM and the relevance of the microprocessor in a computer. There, most important thing what I have stressed is the properties of the hard disk and the properties of RAM. Now, we have to move ahead in learning execution of a C program. Now, why execution of a C program is important, probably you will understand in the following lectures. But let us understand how a C program would get executed. Please do take the heading as execution of C program. Execution of C program. Carefully watch this now. Say supposing you have typed and saved one C program. Now whenever I have told you have typed, whatever you type will be in the RAM, and whenever I have told you have saved, probably in the hard disk you would have saved. That is what is the meaning of saving. Am I not correct? Say supposing you have saved your C program here in the hard disk, and I need not mention that this is our hard disk. Conventions I have told you in my previous lecture only. Probably one C program you have written and saved it as a file in the hard disk. The name of this file probably would be add and the extension would be C. Because it is a C file, contents inside that file is in the C language. Now correctly tell me, can I give this C file directly to the processor for execution? Certainly no. Two issues we have. The first issue, first of all, there is no direct connection between hard disk and the processor to give off for execution. Secondly, this file contains the statements in the high level language. This we have learnt in the previous lecture. This high level language statements, whatever you have in the hard disk, that certainly you cannot give it to the processor for execution because he would not understand. What a microprocessor ultimately would understand is either 0 or 1. That is what it would understand. But now the contents are in high level language, not zeros and ones, which is machine level language. So what we have to do to convert high level language to machine level language also you know. What we have to do is you have to give this high level language statements to one fellow called as compiler. Probably I will be very specific. I have to give it to C compiler. To C compiler I have to give. Okay sir, if you will take this high level language instructions and if you will give it to C compiler, what C compiler does? Any compiler for that matter will convert all the high level language statements into machine level language statements. That part you know now. But one step ahead I would go and I would tell you, remember, if you give this high level language statements, probably the C statements to the C compiler will convert all the high level language statements into machine level language statements and will place it in one file like this. This is that file. Will place it in one file. If you will ask me, sir, what will be there in that file, in this file? Same statements you will have, but in the machine level language you will have. Same statements, but converted to machine level language by this fellow and kept it here. And I am telling you, it will be kept inside a file. All these instructions would be taken, converted to machine level language and would be kept in a file. File means you know it should be in the hard disk again. So if you give C file to the compiler, compiler will convert and generate one more file in which the contents will be in machine level language. That file is actually called as the object file. extension would be .obj, name would be add only, nothing else. Add only will be the name, but the extension would be .obj. So this object file is actually generated by the compiler, C compiler. And carefully remember, this is also a file, this is also a file. In this also you have some instructions, in this also you have some instructions. Here you have the instructions in high level language, here you have the instructions in the machine level language, and in C program or in any other programming language for that matter, any file which contains the instructions in the high level language, we actually call it as the source file. I repeat, any file which contains the instructions in the high level language, you call it as the source file. And in C, I am specific now, in C, whatever is the file generated by the compiler, you technically call it as an object file. In different languages, different names you have. Going ahead you will understand, but in C, whatever is the file which is generated by compiler, upon converting high level language to machine level language, you actually call it as an object file. Oh, okay sir, we understood. We have written one program, we have kept it here. We directly cannot give it there because he will not understand. We gave it to compiler, compiler compiled and gave the object file. Next what sir? Now can we give this to the processor for execution? You cannot give. Why sir, why we cannot give? Because direct connection is not there between processor and the hard disk. Should we load it and give it? If you load it and give it also is not possible. Execution is not possible. If you ask me sir, why? If I will load to RAM then give it to processor also, this will not execute. Why sir? Contents are in the machine level language. Why I cannot load and give for the processor to execution? Very simple. Even though this object file has the contents in machine level language, this object file is not executable. Correct sir, why? That only we are asking, why it is not executable? Why? Because this object file actually is incomplete. But sir, object file is incomplete. Why sir? Compiler did not completely convert this high level language to machine level language. It did not completely convert it. Compiler took all the instructions whatever I have written, it actually converted all the instructions to machine level language. It converted all the instructions whatever I have written, everything got converted to machine level language. Okay sir, then why it is incomplete? Everything is converted, no? Why this is incomplete? Because this is incomplete. Why this is incomplete? Because this is incomplete. This has generated from this is incomplete. I know most of the students would be worried. Sir, what are you telling? This is incomplete. You have only written sir this code, C language, addition program, add.c. What addition program also you don't know how to write fully? And you are telling this is incomplete? It is not that I don't know how to write the addition program fully, but I am forced to write it incompletely. What is that sir? We are not understanding. Tell it properly. Why this is incomplete? Very simple. Here in this file, I have written the code just to add in C language. Probably int a, int b, int c, c equals to a plus b, printf one integer c. That much program only I have written. Instructions to add two numbers I have written. But printf, how to print, did I write? What to print I have written? One integer that is present in C, that much I have written. But how to print? Did I write? I just use printf function. How that function should work? Did I write? Certainly no, I did not write it. Probably if at all I am collecting the input from the keyboard, scanf also I would have used in C language. Did I write how to scan the input from the keyboard? Certainly not, I did not write it. I just used inbuilt functions. Printf and scanf. How to print I did not write, how to scan I did not write. Most of you would know that there is one function called as clear screen, CLR, that also I would have used here. But how to clear screen, that code did I write? I did not write. What I am trying to tell is, I have written the logic just to add. Here in this program, I have used some logic which is already inbuilt to print, some logic which is already inbuilt to take the input, some logic which is already inbuilt to clear the screen, some logic which is already inbuilt to get the character. So many inbuilt functions I have used of. How will that function work? I did not define it. Sir, why should you define? Sir, you are only telling it is inbuilt. You would have written hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. Like that you would have written here, no sir? That is what I am trying to tell, sir. I have written hash include stdio.h. That hash include stdio.h is taken by the compiler. Compiler converted the same hash include stdio.h and placed it in the machine level language. It did not include, it just converted that hash include stdio.h to machine level language. Hash include console input output.h, conio.h, I have written in the second line. But that same hash include conio.h was taken by the compiler, converted it to machine level language. The same hash include conio.h in the machine level language is here. No one included. No one included. Compiler's job is very, very simple. Converting high level language to machine level language. That is what is the job of compiler. Nothing more, nothing less. So whatever you have written, as it is got converted, because I have completely not defined how printf, scanf should work, how CLR, SCR should work. I just told to include, it also simply told to include. That is why I am telling you this is incomplete. Why this is incomplete? Because this is incomplete. No one included it. Oh, correct sir, now we understood. As it is hash include stdio.h came off here. Who will include that, sir? First of all, what is that stdio.h? What is that conio.h? Clarity only is not there for us from first semester. Header files. This word you would have heard. Header files. Forget about header. Header you forget about it. Files means where it will be. Files means where it will be. See the previous session. In this session also initially I have told you file means where it will be. Where it will be? It will be in the hard disk. Whenever you have downloaded the C compiler, say supposing Turbo C, whenever you have downloaded the Turbo C, at that time many other things got downloaded into your hard disk. One is this std, standard input output dot header file. This is C file, so dot C. These header files, so dot H. You actually had console input output dot H present in your hard disk. When you downloaded the compiler, at that time this also got downloaded. Probably math.h, string.h, all the possible header files, whatever you have, everything got downloaded. Here in stdio.h, you have the code for printf. You have the code for scanf in the machine level language. Here in conio.h or console input output.h, you have the code for clear screen. You have the code for getch. Probably here you have the code for square root. Here you have the code for power function, math.h. All the inbuilt functions code in the machine level language, it is present here. Dennis Ritchie has written, compiled, that compiled file, he has kept it here in your hard disk when you have downloaded Turbo C. So actually speaking, when you type Alt plus F9 in Turbo C, compilation would happen. That's it, converting all the high level language statement to machine level language. This never got included. If you want to include this, then you have to take the help of one software called as linker. I repeat, you have to take the help of a software called as linker. If you will ask me, sir, what this linker does, so beautifully they have named for you to understand it better. Linker is a software which will take the object file, unnecessary header files, whatever you have told to include, that also it will take, like this. All the necessary files it would take, it will link it. See, object file it has taken, necessary header files it has taken, it has linked. After linking, this fellow also will produce one more file. If you will ask me, sir, what file is this that linker is producing? He will produce one file called as executable file. The extension would be .exe, name would be same, add only. Here contents will be in machine level language, no doubt about it, but the only difference is that this file is complete. And just see how beautifully naming convention is given. This is executable file, it seems. Correct? This they never told it as executable. Why? Because it is not executable, it is incomplete. That file which is generated by the linker, that only they told it as executable. Why it is executable? Why? Because it is complete. Who made it complete? Linker made it complete. How did it make it complete? It took the object file which was incomplete. It took all the necessary header files. It linked, made it complete. And that is why this executable file size will be more. You are seeing it in the diagram also. But object file and source file, the size would be same. Exactly same. No more, no less. Why? Why? Because whatever you have here is present here, except in different language. This is in high level, this is in machine level. No additions or deletions to the code. But here, many additions, whatever the inbuilt functions you have used here, all those things would be linked, generate a executable file. Okay, sir. Source file was there, which we have written, gave it to C compiler. C compiler generated the object file given to linker. Linker took object file and all these header files, linked, gave the executable file. Now can we execute this, sir? Now can we give it to processor for execution? Not directly, because there is no connection between the hard disk and the processor. There is literally no connection. You have to load this executable file onto the RAM. Then only you can give it for execution. This in the previous session also you have learned. Something which is present in the hard disk cannot be executed. You have to load it, then only execute it. Okay, sir, who will load it? For that also you have a software called as loader. Once executable file is generated, you have to give this executable file to a software called as loader. This loader, as the name tells, will load this executable file onto the RAM of the computer. Like this, it will load. The same executable file will come and sit here. But Once that content is here, it should never be called as file, it should be called as an executable byte or executable image. I will call it as executable image. Executable image. Okay, sir, what will be the contents here? I just have loaded. So, whatever the contents you have here, same thing will be here also in the executable image. No changes was made in between. This executable image which is present in the RAM of the computer, if you will give it to the processor now for execution, because RAM and the processor is connected, very fastly the execution of these instructions would happen, very fastly execution would happen, and this fellow will generate the desired output and he would give it to you. This is how your C program would be executed. To be precise, if you press Alt F9 in Turbo C, I am just taking Turbo C as an example by keeping in mind that most of you have used Turbo C for executing a C program. If you will press Alt F9 in Turbo C, compilation would happen. If you will press Control F9, you remember? Control F9 for execution. As soon as you press Control F9, linking, loading, executing, all the things would happen in the fraction of seconds, because powerful processors you would have had in your computer and you would have seen the output. This is how your C program would get executed. So, many important things I have told now. Whether you have noticed it or not, I don't know. A quick recap so that you will keep this in mind for the future. Any file that contains the instructions in the high level language, you call it as source file, and any file the compiler generates which is incomplete, you call it as object file. Why object file is incomplete? Object file is incomplete because source file is incomplete. Why source file is incomplete? Because many inbuilt functions we would have used, we would have not defined how that function should work. It is just inbuilt, we have just told to include it, we have never included it. Even though object file contains the instructions in the machine language, it is not executable. Why? Because it is incomplete. We have to make it complete. How can we make it complete? By making use of linker. What is linker? Linker is a software which will link the object file and all the header files and will generate an executable file. Executable file will have the contents in machine level language and is executable. Why it is executable? Because the file is a complete file. This executable file, you have to load it by using loader onto the RAM. From RAM you have to give instructions very fast to the processor. Processor will execute it and will give you the output. I hope I am completely clear about how a C program would get executed. Probably I would give just a few seconds of time for you to copy. If at all that much of time is not sufficient, pause the video, copy this, then continue. But just to give you that break, few seconds of time, just copy it. I have to continue, the video is still remaining. Copy this. Again I am repeating, if you have not completed, please do pause the video, complete it, move ahead, but now I will continue. See, actually speaking, this linking job and loading job can be done by only one software. Now we are doing it by using two different softwares, linker, loader. But in the evolved compilers, probably in the recent compilers, whatever you download for compiling, executing, what they will do is they will not have a separate linker and a separate loader like this. Separately you will not have. What they will have is one software. Probably I would write that software to you here like this. one software you will have called as linking loader. I repeat, the software name is linking loader. Now again, you need not be a very tech geek to understand what linking loader does. Linker would link, loader would load. Linking loader would link and load. So in the evolved compilers, when you press Alt F9, compilation would happen. When you press Ctrl F9, linking loader will come into picture. It will take the incomplete object file and the necessary header files. It would link. After linking, directly it will load off the executable image onto the RAM. Simply why executable file to be created here, that executable file to be loaded, for what fun? Again, it's a late process. Take, link, store, then stored one take load, time consuming process. So what people done is linking loader, it link, while linking only load off, done. So either you can make use of linker, either some software, some compilers, some editors will make use of linker loader separately, some will make use of linking loader like this. So in such cases, Alt F9 will do this job, Control F9 would do this job. I hope I am completely clear with how a C program would get executed in a detailed way with a separate softwares, as well as one hybrid software like this, linking loader. Copy this as it is and write the necessary definitions, that what is source file, what is object file, you have to write it. The note should be given. What does linker does, what does loader does, what does linking loader does, all those things in the notes you can copy. This session I would be stopping it here. I will meet you in the next session. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.